Good morning, good people. Welcome back to another episode of the RTS podcast. I am your host, Zion Smith. You know, we reflect so much on nostalgia. It's like drinking Kool-Aid over and over again. Honestly, I wouldn't blame you if you reflect so much on nostalgia. It's part of our childhood. It brought us so much joy, happiness, peace. However, in today's society, it has been normalized to let go of the past. Don't dwell on the past. You will only make yourself depressed. You will only reflect on the dark side, the pain. The past is the past for a reason. Honestly, I believe there are two sides of the past. On the heads of a coin, you have the dark side. On the tails of a coin, you have the growth. Allow me to elaborate, okay? The dark side of the past. You have pain, trauma, mistakes you made in the past and you would like to forget and move on. Many regrets, so much more. We are told to not reflect on that as much because it needs to overthinking. And once you overthink so much about the past, you become depressed. On the flip side of that coin, you have the growth. We can be talking about childhood, where you came from. However, I remember when I went to preschool, elementary school, middle school, high school, I enjoyed myself. It was mainly the friendships I made, the relationships I created with my teachers, the hands-on activities, the field trips, recess. Back in those days, that's what brought me nostalgia. Even TV shows, movies, music from 5, 10, 15 years ago. And I remember this song from back in summer 16, for example, and how it was a great summer. Everybody used to come outside. You remember the old days, you reflect on it, and it's beautiful. However, like I mentioned, society has normalized not to dwell on the past because it could bring you so much pain. You want to know what I think? I think you must let the past inform you, not imprison you. You must let the past teach you, not hold you hostage. You must let the past make you humble. I believe if you reflect on how far you came. Growing up, I lived in the rough neighborhood. The violence was out of control. The poverty was evident. And sometimes the community did not feel engaging. I attend Old Dominion University with a major in graphic design, a minor in photography. I serve for the school by mentorship and helping out my community the best way I can. Playing soccer, photography, graphic design, telling stories, documentation. And when I have the opportunity to reflect on where I came from, the neighborhood, my personal growth, and how I developed myself from a boy who was impulsive, did not know how to communicate his feelings, a boy who was reactive, sometimes impatient, did not think before doing something. When I reflect on that little boy, myself, as the person that I am today, it makes me happy. It makes me humble because I realize how far I came. I believe we all must reflect on our humble beginnings. We all have a humble beginning. We all have that person or a support system that has guided us to the promised land, motivated us into becoming a man or a woman of growth, opportunity, and success that can be paid forward to the next generation. We have those people in our corner who motivated us so much to the point when they saw themselves in us because they wasn't proud of their childhood. They wasn't proud of the mistakes that they made. They wasn't proud of never embracing their fire inside of them to pursue opportunities, to never give up on an opportunity that was swam so hard in their face, they walked away and never came back again. We have those people in our corner that see themselves in us and they push us to be better than them. Yes, acknowledge the past. Sure, we can always forget about our pain, PTSD, trauma, the loved ones we lost. Sure, we can let that go, but it's always a bright side. It's always growth. We can reflect on how a loved one that passed away have brought us so much joy and happiness. We can reflect on those good memories and how he or she was a good person and how that person meant so much to us. The pain and the suffering that we had to go through to get to the positions that we are in today. Without vulnerability, we cannot grow. It is impossible. And if you think that's possible, you need to look at yourself in the mirror. Yes, acknowledge the past. Let the past inform you, but don't let the past imprison you. I'm Zion Smith. And I hope this RTS podcast inspire you. This is the RTS podcast. Always and forever.